Disease, coronavirus, and healing the star wine grower. Increases there is luck and how to find the gift. So welcome in this video, which aim to help to find the gift in this bleak situation. There are really gifts at the end of this video, so please stay until the end. So I hope you are well, that you are feeling well and still very active. If you are in quarantine and in a good health, you can start to be rested. That's what I wish for you, because to my point, it's so well this flexibility found again in our time management. This risk, the rhythm slow down at time, even if we have a lot to do. For me, working on internet, but for you certainly also in the vineyard. From my part, I am doing more than usually. In fact, I realize that I can do a lot, be more productive by being much more relaxed, because I am more concentrated in this ambient calm, and this calm is giving us a lot of benefits. So frankly, for me it's a discovery, and I want to ask if it's the same for you, so you can share your experience in the comment box. We are a community here of wine business people, so it's important. And I want to talk to you here about the disease, about the healing, and about the gift. So first, the disease. The disease happens when a system has too long fought with failures, had enough, and suddenly the triggers alarm for the situation to change. I let you observe all the system around us and in us by forcing and resisting in a headlong fight despite its failure. For example, our economic system, our political system, our sanitary system, our school system, sometimes our family system, or our company, our wine interprofession, or our conventional labels. And you see, the disease is almost inevitable, because it is impossible that everything works well without friction or resistance ad vitam. You can hear it. So inevitably there are dysfunctions which not resolved and accumulating create the disease. The disease requires taking a step back and observing the situation to understand what is wrong. There are millions of deaths from car accident, from cancer, from tobacco, and cars and junk food and tobacco shop remain accessible even during this coronavirus disease. You can observe it like me. And to my point, why to let children starve on the planet for so many years, this is lasting for so many time, and have such an overreaction to the coronavirus in a few weeks worldwide? Here I share my opinion, and only my opinion. You must take your own opinion at the end, of course. And as for my opinion from the start, is that this disease is not the one that is displayed. My name is Galate, if you don't know me. I am a wine business futurist. I am in South Hemisphere now, as you can see. I anticipate the future by analyzing the past and the present, in particular in the world of premium wine. So if you know me, if you yet follow me on Instagram or here, really thank you very much for your loyalty. It encouraged my effort. And so let's look at the situation together, really focusing. The disease, this coronavirus, is harmless for children and very dangerous for whom? For what? Do you not see? For the already sick. Observe please from a little further. Observe the system which in recent years has resisted the most and with the most dysfunction. Observe. You get it? Come on. So I share with you my answer. The coronavirus is a disease of power in our society, of political power, of economic power, of ecological power, of purchasing power in the true sense, and of our personal power. Does that make sense to you too? And now observe the expected healing. If you had seen my two previous videos, you know that in the past and the present, the main dysfunction of our power system was perversion. That you can also name lies or even inconsistency. And this coronavirus crisis can be summed up in one word, in scandal. And so to heal, we need to put light on this dysfunction and put light on all the lie, and gradually put in place the corrective action necessary for the proper functioning of the system. And we need to exit the excess or trading or abuse of power, exit also the intensive and toxic agriculture, because it's also an abuse of power, exit too to the restrictive regulation blocking agricultural employment, because this is also an abuse of power, exit all the inconsistent European rules. This is also abuse of power, and you can complete the list, because it's depending your situation, each list can be different. So a disease is a crisis, like a purge, to cleanse the transfer out of the system what must be. So to do this, anger, like a good fever, is useful. The idea is that it is quickly passed and strong, but fast. Nothing worse than a middle fever, which is taking shape today in many wine structure, for example in France, in Italy, in Spain, I heard also in Australia. So in my private sharing, I insisted on the quickly letting go and quickly moving on this phase of anger and legal demand of justice. Why? Because simply to be as quick as possible in the healing of our personal power. Healing is always triggered by a surprising different creative and decisive action. For the coronavirus, I personally vote to use of internet to make each talented wine grower a wine star, because this is possible. We can now communicate directly to the consumer, and I prepare all that on this channel and on Idevin School channel here, because we need that the talented wine grower be at the top of the trend, and I name it to sell wine in streaming, and there is a lot of other video on this channel about this. So this morning, while preparing this video, I was reading a prospective article in a wine magazine for professionals, which said that about the phenomenon of Skype wine tasting, the wine sales were going to suffer from the coronavirus crisis. And this is only partly true, because of course there was company like company working with supermarket in the old model of wine business that were already resisting to the change, that can be in trouble or disappear. But on the contrary, for others who did not have the recognition of their talent in the recent decade in this world of wine, the golden age is very close, provided by what we can do now with very modern tool on internet. Do you know that we can today sell wine directly from the vineyard worldwide to each consumer? So if we think to the million of hectoliters blended and reblended, reassembled, which have lost the soul of the wine to fit in a tariff box for the supermarket buyer, all this, to my point, in the past. And on another video I talk about years of the end of the cheap wine. But now what the healing is providing us, we need to welcome the exceptional recognition of talented wine grower and their premium wine when they change their action plan and when they start to communicate directly through internet, like I am doing. I am communicating with professionals, but wine producer nowadays can communicate directly to the people consuming their wine. And this is really the change that we are starting now. Observe that on internet, numerous subjects about wine are really the number 2 subject after the coronavirus subject on internet. So it is as if the wine is a perfect antidote to the modern disease. Do you observe it like me? So please share your opinion in the comment section. And so free after the disease and the healing, now the gift. And as I announced in the beginning of this year, when there is a lot of chaos, there is a lot of healing, and you wake up after a chaotic period in a brand new morning, you are happy to have got rid of a lot of past dysfunction with illness, and so you discover the gift. And the gift is what? The gift is to change what needs to be changed in the truth, in the consistency, and the assertion of our own creative power, to awaken the soul of our wine and to disseminate, to spread it as widely as possible, all those who want authentic bottle. So does that speak to you? Because this is really the future which is starting now. For months, by anticipating the future, because as you know I'm futurist, I have prepared a private sharing to free the soul of your wine and to get out of all the dysfunction of the old system of the market with all this intermediaries system. Because for me the future is a direct connection from the production to the consumer, also in the world of wine. And this involves changing a logical sequence of small daily action to reveal to the world your superpower as wine grower. It is here, everything is here in my next conference. You have the link here to register to the schedule of my next conference, and I really explain you this change of business model, and you will see how to sell online direct to consumer worldwide, how is it possible nowadays, and how this is really broadening a big healing to your situation, because like that you can do more margin, you can secure the future of your vineyard, you can have very predictable selling statistics, and all that without moving from your vineyard, staying in the vineyard, staying concentrate in your main mission, which is to create this beautiful premium wine. So all the information from my next conference are here. The link is also below of this video. You need to look in the description. This is a free conference. You only need to register yourself, and you will see how to export your wine without any intermediary worldwide. So it's what I put in place in what I name the Club 20. In the Club 20, so I present all that also in the conference, but I want to summarize here. First, we wake up the soul of your wine. Secondly, in the second part, we start to sell online very efficiently, very directly in your country. And then in the third part, we duplicate the system to the foreign country you want. And after that, you are perfectly independent to do it by yourself, because one time you know it for life. So the way out of the crisis is to being prepared yet today to change what need to change. And it's really important, because if you understand like me that it's direct selling to consumer, not only in your country but also in foreign countries, the future, it's very important to start now, because you need to develop new skill for that. You need to change your system, and so it takes time, it takes action, it takes effort. So as soon as you start, as soon as you get result, everything is also below in the Club 20. You have also the link of the Club 20 here. It's Club 20 because we are only 20 doing that, because I am helping you very much. I am coaching you, and so I can do that for only 20 worldwide wine grower, talented wine grower. You can follow me also on Instagram. Galate Fèvre, it's here. We are more and more having fun, and it's very nice to share a lot of things from our wine business story from all over the world. And you, if it's not yet done, you can also subscribe to this channel, Idevin School. I am improving my English in each video. And the gift, I forget the gift. So I deliver to your home a free copy of my last book, which is 20 tips to better sell your premium wine. So you only need to let me your postal address, and you have this book in at home on your vineyard. And the second gift, it's a magic audio. It's a listening, a magic audio. I don't know how to call it better, because it's crucial in the current period to have a mindset, a very strong mindset. Usually it's 49 euro. Now we put for 1 euro symbolic to help my community, to help wine grower to regain confidence in the future. So you have the tooling for these two big gifts also in the description. Do not wait to materialize quickly your future by taking action, by taking information on the future of wine business, which is more direct connection from the production to end consumer. I wish you a wonderful future to enjoy these present difficulties. You see, I'm not far from the sea, so as a surfer, as an accelerator to get your talented wine grower golden age. All the links are below. Click if you want to register for my conference, or directly to the Club 20. In the Club 20, I share with you also free graphic tip to show you my experience and to establish this business relationship with you. So, you know, now we need to build the future by taking action. Clarity comes only by taking action. Cheers to your present action for your desirable future. Bye-bye. Cheers. Are you still there? Thank you for staying until the end. So please like, share this video to your wine grower friend. It's very important. So trust me, my father was one of the first organic wine producer 40 years ago in France. I have been working on a lot of tools for the future of wine business, and I am sure that nowadays internet tools can help the maximum of you to skip intermediary, to build better margin, to build a better future by establishing a direct business connection directly to the people who consume, who taste your delicious wine. Ciao. Everything is below.